Hey yo. Hello, chat.
Hey.
Hey. Okay. What's up, boys? My camera is like a little bit off. What the fuck? What the fuck? There we go. Good. Yo. What's up, Akuma? What's up, Pigmaster? What's up, Void? At a full party after only 9 minutes after. Yes. Crazy, isn't it? It turns out I was the late one today. Insane.
Yeah.
Hey yo. Are we doing healer swap again? Or like what's, did we perma swap there? Yeah. Ba-ba-boo. Okay, sick. Prog time! Prog time, baby! Hell yeah. Back to blind prog. What's up, chat? How you guys doing on this fine Thursday eve? I also need to look at the mid plan. Again, I'm doing what?
Sloppy.
I be doing?
Hello.
Hello. First raid wide pre-pro 5 seconds, I think. Or 4 seconds. Stack spreads after the first weapons. Okay. It's actually kind of loud. Doing M11S on board? Yeah. Okay. We Prog. We should be good now, I admit, and everything. Yeah? Of course. No memes. Right. Nah, it would be good. Yeah, do we want to mark healers for the line? Are we good with the squidging everybody in the sword? Like to one side? Is that's all good, or do we want to try splitting again? I remember we were talking about that for a second, but it's up to.
I prefer not to split.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we can just be more careful.
Good, okay.
Yeah.
I think I like the idea.
Okay. Oh, keep it that way. All good.
Yeah, so we're in one quadrant, but we're going to be like in the left or right quadrant based on the clockwise, counterclockwise, right? Phil?
Yeah. Clockwise, we shift it to the right. Counterclock, we shift it to the left. Easy peasy. Yes.
Okay.
Only me.
No questions then?
Got to get a new
Make sure
tank
your
for
gear is good.
reclears. Yeah, really.
Prepare
For the
that.
5th time? What the fuck?
Eat your manuals and eat your food.
The 5th? We got 5 tanks. Is this the same static? Bro, that's insane. Did people just get geared and then leave the tanks?
Okay, here we go.
You got to leave work early. Let's go. Reclears
One
today were
for
pretty good.
one kill.
5 wipes for a full set of reclears. Holy, gaming. Let's get it.
At long last, the decisive match against the grand
falling apart.
champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
Oh. Quick reset.
First, I shall take your measure.
I missed my true as well.
Oh
Free pro.
dear,
It's worse than
the
Dancer,
champion
man. I gotta get used to this shit.
Do you want me to increase the timer to like 12 or something?
No. It's only like I'm just supposed to do it at like 4 or 5 seconds. I keep forgetting.
I mean,
Otherwise,
I
it's
could add
not
to the
accurate.
macro like 4 seconds to go.
I'm good. I just need to learn.
Everyone at 4 seconds shout it too.
That would help. And I'm sure you guys wouldn't have a problem with that either.
Yep.
Your keyboard good, chicken?
At long last, the decisive match against the grand champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure.
Spreads.
Oh no,
Monka.
they've been felled with a vengeance!
Your bits now no longer need
Show
low.
me
Let's
your
go.
footwork.
You got drops from 12. First one was where he looks. Sword. Then stack. Oof.
And they're down! Can they recover from this? Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Warm ups. Heating up the engine. We're good. I feel like my. Okay. I feel like I'm higher than I'm used to be. Okay. I'm good.
At long last, the decisive match against the grand champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
Yeah, so max I can do there is
I shall
5
take your
seconds.
measure.
Spreads.
Show me your footwork.
I hope for today is we can see a little bit more. First one's Scythe. And sword. And stack. I'm ready.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
I'm hoping this is off. Backward spreads. First one is light parties. That
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance!
and inside. Stacking after. Red line.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
And then Dance of Domination.
How
Remember
about
our mid
this?
here? E. Monka!
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat.
Ripperino stacks.
Are they down? Can they recover from this?
This fight definitely takes a little bit of like getting up to speed with in terms of the cadence of the weapons, you know? Baby.
Also, are we, do we want to go with our team's suggestion of how to deal with the second eruptions?
I find it a good idea.
I looked at it, but like, what's the general gist of it?
Melees have a one stack that they go around the boss, and ranged have a different stack that they go around outer perimeter of the boss.
Yeah, basically it's two parties doing the eruptions, and it just helps that we can get back to each other, like if it's a stack. It's like the main thing, I think, because that's kind of one of the problems is trying to get everybody back in the stack after everyone's ran all over the place. And we've got no real plan for that at the minute, so it's just winging it, and you know, you end up with nobody in the stack, or very few people most of the time.
Basically, like we have two stacks with like an empty space in the middle. So if it's a stack, we can collapse there, and if it's a spread, like melees can spread around the boss and range can go out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we
That's
can try
the
that.
idea.
Yeah. So, do we both start, like, melees? Actually, I should just look at it.
We kind of have to start wherever
Melee's
the
basically
mechanic
going to do the same thing we do on the first eruption, like just kind of go around the boss's hitbox. It's just range can kind of like move away a little bit.
So just
Because I was
behind.
mentioning, like enough space that we can like, you know, closing together the two parties if it's a stack, you know.
Okay. So
So I
the
guess
idea is
say
the stack we
range
want
kinda
on the
go a
butt.
bit more towards the middle of the arena, and melees are going around the boss where he
Yeah.
ends up.
On the hitbox. So we do stack on his butt, basically.
Yeah, it kind of ends up like that, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll say that. We will stack. The stack will end up on his butt. If it's spread... I mean, does it make sense? Because the spreads here, we have tanks at the back. Does it make more sense for melees to be at the back? For our positionals? And tanks at the front?
It matters that much.
Yeah, to that point, I would say melees can use true north for things like that. Because
I
the
guess.
thing is, the
It's a
problem with it
damage
is that like we don't know the orientation, because depending on where he ends up and what the last weapon is, it could be different. So I wouldn't worry too much about like having melees on the behind him and stuff like that, just for that, you know, that spread thing.
Okay. Yeah. I just don't want there to be ambiguity and somebody goes on top
Yeah.
of somebody and then you have to ping, adjust, and we get fucked. And two people die. Oh, we'll YOLO for now.
Yeah, I mean-
And we'll try it out anyway. So we do a range group, we do a melee group, and we move clockwise. For the eruptions.
Yeah.
Is this the eruptions after the weapons? So for the second eruptions.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the range can do kind of whatever pattern they want.
Yeah,
Like if it's easy to move a different, like into the middle more or whatever,
just don't
like
be
often
going
melee
into the
needs
boss.
to be in melee range. So yeah, just don't go through the boss.
Okay.
Kind of put your puddles in the middle somewhere, you know.
Yeah. All right, we'll try that. Okay. Really is up tempo. Yes, this fight is. You don't get a lot of time to breathe. At least in the weapon sections.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
Well.
First, I shall take your measure.
Spreads. My troop is most certainly not going to be up.
Show me your footwork.
First one is scythe. Then we're stacking. Stack them like parties. Look at sword.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
We do these normal, and then the
Behold,
second spreads
The
after the
essence of
weapons
martial mastery.
is where we do the ranged and melee group.
There is much more to come.
First weapon as well here. Spreads. First one is scythe. And like parties.
And they're down! Can they recover from this?
Stack. Rip.
Who knew they've been
And
felled
then this
with
will
a
be ranged
vengeance?
melee groups. Bye-bye. I'll get to do again.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure.
Spreads.
And
Whoa,
they're down.
why do I
Can
not-
they recover from this?
Why did my thing not go up?
Show me your footwork.
My raging strikes, what the fuck? First one is side. Side parties. And then stack it. Reset.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Okay. Is my upload good, chat? My stream? It doesn't, so this is good. But my upload seems to be good. I dropped a few frames though. I think it's fine. You guys aren't seeing anything? Okay. bro, I was tabbed into fucking Fireball.
At long last, the decisive match against
I opened
the
a new
Grand
tab because my
Champion!
troop is on
Will the
Control
challenger
T.
triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
Fuck me, man.
First, I shall take your measure.
Sight?
Show me your footwork.
At parties, then sight. Sight. Then stacking.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
Stacking spread. First weapon as well. Sword.
Who knew they've been felled
And
with
stack.
a vengeance?
If you want
On their down,
the other
can
way,
they
you can
recover from
try.
this?
I think we should, to be honest. I think we're dying to sword too much. It's just been a pain point for like all of Raid. Yeah, I know, but like we just always die there. I think it's just easier to read when you know where it's a straight line rather than trying to estimate where the safe quadrant is and like trying to squeeze two groups in. Even though it's better, we can get used to the timing and getting to the next thing if we look ahead. I just think it's more brain dead to do it split. Yeah, so we just always split it. Every sword, group, one group goes right, the other group goes left. Just sprint, man. It'll at least let us crawl.
At long
I
last,
feel like.
the decisive match against the Grand
Exactly the thing
Champion!
that didn't let us rock in the first
Will the
place.
challenger triumph and seize the
But then we have
tyrant's
issues.
throne?
We can't do either.
First, I shall take your measure.
Scythe. Yeah. I feel like it's just easier to like project onto the floor.
Show me your footwork.
Sword. Split. Then stacking. Stack middle, then scythe.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is
There, we did it. What's up, Jay for Jibo? Greetings from Materia. Thank you. What's up? It must be morning there, right?
There is much more to come.
First weapon. Flipping. It is sword. We split. Split. Then scythe.
Who knew they've been felled with a vengeance? holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've
It is
enjoyed
Friday,
myself so.
8:33 a.m. Nice. Being good. Good luck at your prog. This fight is good overall. I enjoy it, but it is hard. I don't envy healers or even casters. Fight is hell on caster.
At long last, the decisive match against a grand champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's
I feel like that's what
throne?
would make it fun. I don't know, man. I like that shit. Like
First,
optimizing for that.
I shall take your measure.
Crits.
Show me your footwork.
At parties. Stacking. And then scythe.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
First weapon coming. Will be stacked. Stack and then scythe. And light parties. Spreading. Queen's melees. And stack. Hit monk level.
Oh, the challenger's holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
Yeah, we just need to get used to that. That's fine. Remember our mid here?
How about this?
Looking for a safe spot. Fuck.
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy,
First mechanic.
and he's never tasted defeat.
Will be stacked.
And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide?
No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
First weapon. Stack.
I beg your pardon.
Clockwise.
What is he going to do
Scythe.
with all those weapons?
Scythe. Then light parties. You sprint. Then stack. Stack. Then scythe. Scythe. Then light parties.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless
Light parties
indeed.
and then beating cones. Beat cones.
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
Nice. A little bit before a raid
The
wipe.
tyrant altered his form. He looks even more tyrannical than before.
There we go. Then we go into Buster. We do the Buster thing, remember? Okay, orbital, we look for the second thing here. Second thing. Look for the crossing, and we move very fast here. There's 1, 2. Go to 2 on his hitbox, in his hitbox, not front, not front. Crossing now. And crossing back. Yeah.
Know the folly of challenging me unenhanced.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
Let's get tethers. Nice.
Who knew they've been felled with a vengeance?
So rip. Damn. Seems like orbital only 4 dead, 4 damage zones. Yeah. Okay. We got there though. I think a lot of people just got cleaved there to the front one. On orbital.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. So we just basically we're never out of his hitbox during that. We just use the quadrants of his hitbox. We dodge from the 2 to the 4, back to the 2. That's it. And we just like, but on the first one we just avoid the frontal cone. That's all. Front or back cone. It's just really fast. You essentially have to go as the Fire and Fury cast bar ends. Also, that was bullshit. Like, even before the cast bar ends, I'm not gonna lie. And then it's almost immediately back. You kind of get there, and then immediately go back.
Well, there's no need on that one, because it was 1 and 2 in the middle.
True, but like, sometimes it'll be hit. The second position, the first position you dodge to, can also get hit. That's why it's 2 movements.
Do you want me to turn him so there's no cone?
I don't think it's consistent. I think some of the patterns it works on, but it depends on exactly.
Well, I mean, if you're saying it's always going to be like...
Nah, it's like the dodge. Some patterns, the second position can get hit, or the fourth position can get hit, so you can't stay there. That's why you need to dodge back. But the idea was, it's hard to explain. It's because there's 2 positions of the first portals, the first lines that will hit, and it depends on what orientation they are, whether you can actually point the cones there. Some orientations, you have to point it to a different thing. It's hard to explain. Damn. You unlocked rank in League now, you're Iron 1. Let's go. Yeah, because the only marker you have to point the cones there is the first portals, but sometimes the first one you point it to will be in a bad position, if that makes sense. So you would, in theory, have to use the south one. But it's hard to know which patterns they are.
Just looking at this one in particular, I feel like, so the first one shows up, and if I kind of go towards it, so that one went through like on the 4 side, so if I kind of point them at 4, because we know like the first one is in the 3 position relative to him. So we know we're going to be opposite that, right? Because we want to move into whatever one goes off first, right? So you know you're not going to be standing
No,
at
you
the
go
4
into
position or the 2 position, because that's where the first 2 lines, you know.
You always start at the
But
2,
when
you
you-
move to the 4, you move back to the 2.
I mean like with the markers, like
Oh,
here,
right,
it was going like across like 3 to 4 and across 2 to 3. So as soon as you see that first one, you know you're not going to be, you know which corner you're starting. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not going to go along either of those lines, and we're not running to the outside anytime. We're going to be in his hitbox. So as soon as that first one shows up, you know you're going opposite that first intersection. You know what I mean? Diagonally opposite that first intersection. So I could move towards that, pointing that way.
That was my intuition,
See
but
what I
I'm
mean?
pretty sure there was a reason why on some points you couldn't do it. But I mean, if you want to try doing that, we can try it. Like, I understand what you mean. Like, you pointed to the other inter card from where we would be dodging, and in theory it should be safe, right? We can do it. I just think there was like some patterns
with
where it
that in
didn't
mind,
work.
I'll have a look next few pulls and see if the pattern works. You know what I mean? See if the
Yeah.
thing pans out. But that's the idea. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see it. We can try
Yeah,
it.
it's not about the dodging back or anything like that. It's about the angle of the cones being. So we've got a
Like,
whole
in
quadrant.
theory, in theory,
not half a quadrant.
like, in theory, if you pointed away from the second position, then the whole second position should be good, and so should the fourth position. But I don't know. There was some reason why, but we'll do it anyways because it feels like most of the time it will work. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, the idea for the meteors as well. So we always want, after the first line, we always want a line destroying a meteor. One meteor.
We're still doing the thing where we're aiming like along the 3 that corner, right?
Yeah, the safe
And the other one's
3.
on like B2 and then B again.
Yeah.
Okay. Food truck as well.
Because we have a triple thing that happens after, and we have to be behind 3, and then we have 3, like basically 2 sets of 3 meteors. Like pairs of meteors come out, and we're like, well, why do we have another set of 3 meteors? If we only need 3, like, why do we have another
Thinking
set?
about it as well, like, we may not even need to destroy them, because if we just put them, we just make sure they're not blocking each other, his first of the triple things will destroy all of them. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what it did
Maybe.
before, it kind of destroyed all of them in one go, the very first hit did. And our idea is that stacking them means that it won't destroy the ones behind.
But it is
It's
weird
first.
that they do an AoE when you destroy them, right?
Sure, but maybe that's just so you're not stacking the other ones close to where you're trying to hide, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we can carry on for now, but... just
And also,
thinking, yeah, if
the idea
destroys
was,
all-
yeah. Also, the idea was you use the meteor to potentially block damage for the line stack because it was like 2.5 million.
Yeah, maybe,
So-
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll try a lot. What's up, Raph? Also, what's up, DSC? You'll be looking, trying to finish Resident Evil tomorrow. Oh, there's a Resident Evil 9 coming out?
At
Hello?
long last, the decisive
I didn't even
match
know.
against the grand champion.
Brooke Pally, you're
Will
going
the
between the most
challenger
degenerate
triumph and
games.
seize the
I'm not gonna
tyrant's
lie, man.
throne?
You're 5 stacking Premier in CS.
First, I shall take your measure.
Stack. 5-stacking Premier in CS and Iron 1 in League. What is happening, man?
Show me your footwork.
First one where he looks. Scythe. And light parties. And then stack.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery.
Nothing to do otherwise. We could one evening. I feel like
There is
you should
much
stop doing
more to
hardcore so that you can like spread it out. Come raid with us. Looking for a first weapon. It is sword. Light parties, then scythe. Sack.
Who knew they'd been felled with a vengeance?
Then stack. Read light.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've
Anti-domination
enjoyed
match.
myself so.
Ember our mitts.
How about this?
I'm looking for a safe spot.
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and
First
he's
mechanic.
never tasted defeat.
Why I die? Spread. Shield check.
No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
First weapon here. Clockwise stack.
I beg your pardon? What is he going to do with
Inside.
all those weapons?
Fight. Then light parties. Then scythe again. Brink helps. Scythe. Then light parties. Then stack.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed!
Stacking. Then big guns.
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
Rip. Damn.
The tyrant
That's just a
vaulted
full
his
body
foot.
check.
He looked even more tyrannical than before.
It sucks that it's like a full body check cones, man. Rarely is it like cones where there's a body check. Usually they just omit it, you know? Like they do on side. I feel like sword's more consistent. It's just like getting to side after. My HP hits 0. True. Was it just health? Or was I just like... Because Malcolm survived. And look, to me, like peripherally...
Wait.
Yo.
Where I'm going.
Oh. Yo! Blue Dino. Blue Dino, you crazy person. Thank you for the 10 gifted. What the fuck? Sheesh. Wait, was that more? Another 5? What the fuck? Brother. Gimme. Chat, if you guys got a gifted sub, be sure to thank Blue Dino. How's the M11S? Pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. It's very, very fast. Oh, there's 2 more. I feel like we're trying to reach something. Is that what we're trying to do? I think it is. Yes. Yes. Level 5 hype train? What the frick? I don't think I've ever had that. Oh shit, thank you. Thank you, Amy. What the heck? We're running out of people to give subs to, man. Like this fight a lot, it's so fun. I like it too.
At long last, the decisive
Fight is
match
really fun.
against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's
Yeah,
throne?
you're crazy. You're crazy, bro. I don't know what else to say.
First,
Chat, we are
I shall
planning actually a
take your
robot, build a robot stream. It is in the works. Not exactly sure what yet, but we are gonna build it. I'm already researching everything. All right, everybody good? Nice.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
As a phys ranger, though, my job is way easier movement-wise, so
First,
I always gotta
I
remember
shall
that.
take your measure.
Stack. I think I definitely like to try this fight on caster at some point in the future, you know? I think it'd be fun to optimize movement. First one is light parties. Then scythe. Attacking.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold,
I take it most of you guys have cleared it.
martial mastery.
And you're just here to watch the pain and suffering, right?
There is
That's
much
usually how
more
it
to
goes.
come.
First weapon coming. Stack. First weapon is stack. Double stack. Stack, then scythe. Then light parties. Then range melee, will be spread, and heal will be raid light after.
Oh, the challenger's holding their own!
2 minutes.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
Dance of Domination, remember our mitt.
How about this?
Looking for C spot.
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks! He knows no mercy, and
First
he's never
mechanic.
tasted defeat!
Threads.
And they're back in
Oof.
action! Can they turn the tide?
Heal check.
No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
Stacking clockwise.
I beg your pardon. What
Like
is he going
parties
to
after.
do with all those weapons?
Side parties. Inside. We're dead. Side parties.
Where did you go?
Inside. Damn.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed.
It sucks. You know you have a death there during blue. It's like, well, GG's. Because you get the cones.
Yeah. So we are seeing the downside of the sword resolution on the fast weapons. Because,
Yeah.
like, being on the wrong side of the sword just makes it like really difficult even for me to get to the side, like without any movement thing. That can't be possible.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm trying to also like grade the GC or something. Even without it, like we need sprinkle or something. But otherwise, we're getting there. So that's the other. Like, that's the good side of it. Really.
Listen, at the end of the day, I just want to see farther into the fight. I don't care whether we're doing it like most optimal. And I don't know, we were just killing each other a lot, man. Like, people were standing in the thing and just couldn't do it. Because I know sometimes it is hard. Like, I've done it. You just stand in the sword thing because you think that you're good and you're not. At least with this way, it's easy to know like where to be.
Yeah,
just
it's
have to,
definitely
like,
easy to
time it.
resolve the sword. It's just difficult
Yeah.
to get to the other mechanic.
Yeah.
Sprint works, so.
At long last, the decisive
Yeah,
match against the grand
I think here is I feel like
champion!
timing's easier to
Will
get
the
right
challenger triumph
over
and seize the tyrant's
time, like with
throne?
experience, compared to like mentally imaging something on the ground.
First, I shall take your
That to me is like
measure.
way less consistent. Spreading. It's way harder to do that consistently across 8 people every time than just knowing pretty much where to go and then
Show me your footwork.
knowing the exact timing of it. First one where he looks, his sword, like parties. And stack. And then scythe.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
First weapon. First rider. First one is scythe. Look at the scythe. Stacking.
And they're down! Can they recover from this?
Like parties. Oof.
Who knew they've been felled with a vengeance?
Pin. Pin. Boo, 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 boo.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure.
First weapon. Spread.
Show me your footwork.
Sword. Then scythe. Then stack.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
First weapon coming. Stack. First weapon is scythe. Scythe. Then stack. Then sword. Ranged melee, and it'll be spreads. And it will be red white after. Red white.
Oh, the challenger's holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. How about this?
Key spot.
Oh, it's tyranny time,
First
folks!
mechanic.
He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat!
Can be stacked. Heal check and then blue.
No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
Counterclockwise. Sword.
I beg your pardon? What is he going to do with all those weapons?
Scythe. Sprint helps. And stack. And scythe. And sword. And stack.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed!
And then cones.
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
Rip. Okay.
The tyrant altered his form! He looks even more tyrannical than before!
We just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on your side. That's good for you guys. We just need to keep doing weapons, man.
At long last, the decisive match against the grand
Weapons
champion!
Prog until no
Will the
longer
challenger
necessary.
triumph and seize the tyrant's throne.
Yeah.
First, I shall take
I
your
mean, I don't know
measure.
how long it's going to take us to get it. Stacking. Like, the thing is, it's definitely, I can definitely see it testing the
Show me
future.
your footwork.
It's the one thing. Stacked, thin sword, thin scythe. Sword. Scythe. Spring helps.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched.
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
First weapon is sword. And stock.
Who knew they'd been filled
Inside.
with a vengeance?
Stacking after this.
Oh,
read
the
life.
challengers holding their own.
It has been a long time since
Council
I've
domination
enjoyed
next.
myself so.
Remember our mid here, this is gonna hurt.
How about this?
Look for safe.
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat.
Spreads. Ooh.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
No more holding back.
Boo. Oh, we got a new no, what the fuck? Hot scare.
At long last, the decisive match against the grand champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure.
Fred?
Show me your footwork.
Sword. And scythe. And stack.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
Look for first weapon here. Stack or spread. First weapon is Scythe. Get there, sprint helps. Attack.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
Sword.
Oh, they're up! What fighting spirit!
Didn't realize I didn't fly there. That's weird.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
I'll try to be closer to the ring.
He's gonna keep pulling, man. There's literally nothing that I can do or say to like help us do this. We just have to do the mechanics. Like it's actually that simple.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure.
Stacking.
Show me your footwork.
First one where he looks. Sword. And stack. And then Scythe.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
Go for first weapon. Stack your spread here. Stack. First weapon is Scythe. Look at Scythe. Stacking this. Then sword. Range melees. Spreading after. And then read wide.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
Answer
It has
domination
been a
mix.
long time
Oh, the
since
cam
I've
went?
enjoyed
Oh.
myself so.
Can I weave this? I don't think I can. Maybe for the heal check.
How about this?
Maybe. We're back? I don't think we're back.
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks!
Are
He
you not
knows
back?
no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat!
First mechanic, spreads. I'm sorry, chat. Fuck.
No more holding back.
I don't know why it's not loading.
yourself, unenhanced warrior.
Stack.
I beg your pardon? What is he going to do with
Scythe.
all those weapons?
Sword. Double sword here. Rank helps. Double sword.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless
Double
indeed.
sword's fucked. We back?
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
The tyrant altered his form. He looks
Yeah,
even
double
more
the
tyrannical
fucking
than
double sword,
before.
bro. I want to actually look at that. I feel like I was good there, but obviously wasn't.
Okay, yeah. No invuln left. I was hoping to see the orbital again, but
Like, where do I go there? You just have to be like Giga Center? I guess I was just stupid, actually. No, I'm just dumb. I'm stupid. Is what it is.
yeah, the big thing there is looking at the angle of the sword.
Weapons is tough, man.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure.
Fred?
Show me your footwork.
Back. And then sword. Sword. And then sight. Print helps.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery.
Type. Dead like our
There is
opinion.
much more to
Also, why did my DCD not? Oh, whatever. First weapon coming? Oh. First weapon is sword. Sword. Then sight.
Who knew they'd been filled with a vengeance?
Stack. Stacking after this. These are personals.
Oh, the challenger's holding their own.
Yeah.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
Criterion releases, I saw that. Yes. It's the
I shall take your
third,
measure.
right? I need to get a grip for it. Are you gonna do it, Kali?
Show me your footwork.
I mean, it should be easy because we will do it eventually. Yeah. Psyched.
Absolute brutality. The
First timing
champion's
ever because
power
of
is
WoW. When
unmatched.
does the WoW expansion come out? Is this like full midnight
The
expansion? mode?
essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
Others? Active spread, then first weapon. Stacking. First weapon is scythe. Stack. Stack. Scythe. Then sword. Like parties. Spreads. Raid ride after this.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
It has been a long time since
Dance of
I've enjoyed
domination?
myself so. How about this?
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks.
First mechanic
He
again.
knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat.
Spreads. Heal check and then first weapon.
No more holding back.
Early access in 30 minutes? What the fuck?
Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
When's the raid out? Scythe?
I beg your pardon.
Clockwise.
What is he going
Sword.
to do with all those weapons?
Sword. Then stack. Stacking. And then double stack. Double stack, then scythe. Scythe. Then sword.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless
Sword.
indeed.
And then beacons.
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
The tyrant altered his form. He looks even more tyrannical than
Wait, what
before.
There we go. Buster. Hello! I hit the button. Then orbital. Remember the second in his hitbox quadrant. Look for the second. Quick dodge. I don't want to see anybody holding the task here. There's two. Yellow side. Careful back cone. Careful back cone. Go. Alright. Wow.
Know the folly
Rip.
of challenging me unenhanced.
That first one is wild, by the way, but still.
And they're down.
Raid is
Can
on
they recover
March
from this?
18th, but Mythic on March 25th. I see. Okay. Does everybody know how to read that one?
I need to see it a couple of times.
Yeah. It's just very fast.
Yeah, you need more clues there.
Yeah. That we do. Just always got to remember there's a front and a back turn happening. No matter what. Chad, have you got all your re-clears done this week? How's that going? Is everybody this? You guys gaming? And how many of you got lucky? I got FanFest tickets.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
It's an
First,
unsub.
I shall take your measure.
Unsub. Till Criterion, I guess, or until Ultimate. Or you could do all 8 re-clears in one evening. Sheesh, man.
Show me your footwork.
Sight. And sword.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Until next
Behold,
expansion. No way, you're not doing
the
Ultimate
essence of
DMW?
martial mastery. There is much more to come.
Puddles, stacker spread, and then first weapon. The spread. First weapon is stack. Stacking middle. Sword after. And then scythe. Spring helps.
And they're down! Can they recover from this?
Stacking after this. Radar.
Oh, the challenger's holding their own!
It has been a long time
down to
since I've
domination.
enjoyed myself so. How about this?
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks!
First
He
mechanical.
knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat!
Heavy spreads. We're good. Good job. I'm putting yourself through another through without a grip. Did you have a bad
No
through
more
experience?
holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
Remember our mid throughout this. Right?
I
Under
beg your
clockwise.
pardon? What is he going to do with all those
Sword?
weapons?
Sword and then stack. Stacking. Sword again. Look at the orientation.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed!
rep. Yeah. Bam. Weapons man.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure.
Ready? Saw Meteor Rain yet? We have a plan. I think might work. But we just, like, we're just not getting there, so
Show me your footwork.
every time that we do end up getting there, we either are all dead from orbital, we haven't been getting there. We don't really get to try it, or even science it, you know?
Absolute brutality! The champion's power
Yeah.
is unmatched!
Behold,
Just gotta
the
get more
essence of martial
consistent
mastery.
early, which is the hard part of it. Like this fight's not easy early on.
There is much more to come.
But not like we have a full mid shield, mid plan for it. First weapon is Scythe. And stack. Then sword. Stack in here. Oh boy. Wait, what?
Oh, the challenger's
that's a
holding their
combination?
own!
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
Yeah, our plan is
How about
essentially
this?
we have 3 meteors that we use for the thing afterwards for safety.
Oh, it's tyranny time,
First mechanics.
folks! He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat!
That. We have 3 meters that we use afterwards to be safe. The other 3 were like, why do we have a pair, you know, another set of 3 meteors? So we think what you have to do is it's going to be like Titan, where you have to destroy them with the line thing, and that also mitigates damage if you hide behind
Prepare
it from
yourself,
the line stuff.
unenhanced warrior.
Hunter is a stack.
I beg your pardon? What
Then
is he going
Scythe.
to do with all those weapons?
Scythe. And sword. With the orientation, then Scythe, Sprint helps. Scythe. Then stack. Then
Such
sword. Look at the
ferocity! The
orientation.
champion is ruthless indeed!
Here it comes.
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
We're good. One and
The
only red rod
tyrant
coming.
altered his form! He looks even more tyrannical than before!
This is a long red rod. A buster here. Steam bomb.
Oh, they're up! What fighting spirit!
orbital here. Remember the quadrants and remember the cones front and back. Looking for the second position. Remember the cones. Southeast. Remember the front and back cone. Yellow side. Move. Wow. Bro, that snapshot's fucked. I'm not gonna lie.
Folly of challenging
It's
me on
so
an
fast. Oh fuck, man.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
On ping? Yeah, on ping would be even worse, but like my ping isn't even bad. That was just fucked. That was actually terrible.
Yeah, I
Good
think
pull.
the double move thing is not a good idea.
Well, it
I think
works.
for me, I think for me what I did there was look, the first one that spawns on his hitbox, like ignore the others, and just look for the first one that spawns on his hitbox and go diagonally opposite that. Then you're only got to do like one dodge, rather than dodging and then going back again.
Nah, but it depends on the pattern.
Well, no, it doesn't, because it's always like the first one that
Yeah,
spawns
but-
on his hitbox is the one you always want to dodge to. So you just go
No,
up to that.
Yeah, but there's two
But
lines.
guys,
that
guys,
make
guys,
up the thing.
Guys,
Yeah, because when diagonally, you miss both of them.
guys,
Either way.
but you all ran to the first spot, and then dodged into the second spot.
Outer corner, yeah? The first one was in the
Yeah, but
top
like,
right.
like that was the first unsafe spot in our little box. We need to go to the second unsafe spot, then run back to the first unsafe spot in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's like-
saying, yeah.
So
2
like
to 4.
we had it. Yes, like it would have been exactly the opposite way that we ran actually.
Well, we were good. We were just. It's just fast. Like
Yeah, but
me.
why did we not go? Why did we not go where Val was?
Was that
and then
second
ran
line
back
with
to
second?
the-
Sorry.
You
Yes,
always
but-
go from the second portals to the.
Second inside the
Diagonal?
box is very different thing.
Yes, because like the first box wouldn't have hit us. Yeah. We would have needed to go from 4 to 2, not from 2 to 4. And
No, if we went
Like-
from 4 to 2, we were dead. Because that was the second lines that were gonna hit. The
Oh.
second lines hit at the yellow. The southeast quadrant.
Imagine,
yes,
Yeah.
imagine chicken
You can't
wings,
dodge
like
into
after
that.
no, like we
Two
would have
drops off.
gone from 3rd to the second spot because that is the first one that would have hit in the box.
Yeah, what I'm saying is ignore all the ones outside that are like around the edges, because they're never going to hit us anyway, because we're
Exactly.
inside the box.
So we only really need
So
to
you
care
ignore
about the ones
them.
that are inside the hitbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's- where the first one is inside the hitbox, which was in this case the B2 one. So you go opposite that, and you've only got to wait for that one to go off and then move. So it's one movement rather
Yeah.
than moving across and then trying
So
to move
basically
back
it's-
again.
It's basically not always the first portal, it's we dodge from the second spot that is unsafe in the hitbox to the first unsafe spot after that went off. Like we don't care about what's going on outside.
Yeah,
Of-
it's
of
always,
those four.
always position 2, you dodge diagonally, and then diagonally back. That's it.
Yes,
That
but
works for every single pattern. I checked.
yes,
We don't
but
need to go diagonally back if we still
there we would
Yeah,
have
there
to
is some- some
dodge from
patterns you don't
guys,
have
guys.
to,
There,
but-
there we would have to dodge from the 3rd to the second, and not the second to the 3rd like we did.
I don't know what we're saying. I know the strat works for every pattern, and the
does.
thing that
It does.
I'm saying is that there will be there will be situations where you can dodge once and be safe for the rest of them, but determining that in the moment is just like impossible.
No,
I feel
the
like
thing
it's
the
not-
thing is
it's
you can completely disregard that we always need to dodge into the second portal because that doesn't always work out. We only really care about the lines that that
Anybody
hit
can
in
do
the middle.
whatever
Can I please?
works for you.
Can I please finish first? We only need to care about the 4 that hit in the middle. And
I don't know.
it doesn't matter if it's the second portal that hits first in the middle, then we need to dodge from the third portal to the second portal. Because otherwise our starting point is the unsafe spot. So we always, instead of like going dead set to the second portal position, we go to whatever is going off last that would hit us.
Basically, that
So in
first
this
dodge,
case, it would have
you
been from
came
4
over
to 2.
me.
Listen, if somebody wants to make a raid plan, you guys make a raid plan with it. But I know that I checked this way works, and that's what I'm
It
gonna
works,
do.
but it's difficult to do the 2 movements rather than 1. That's the problem. You're doing twice as many. You're trying to run there and then run back again, but you don't really need to do that. You can do just 1 movement if you start opposite the first intersection that's in the hitbox, and ignore the ones on the outside. Just look for that first one that forms on his hitbox and go opposite that, and then say that this time that was the second one. So then you move after the second hit, and you've only moved once then.
I need to see it in a raid plan. Words won't do it for me, to be honest. But yeah.
But basically, that time you guys dodged towards me, but there was no need to I was standing there to start with. You guys dodged towards me, and then we would all have to dodge back again. But you could have just stood where I was from the start and not have to do that first dodge. See what I mean?
But the thing is with that, right, is I'm not sure like how many times that works, and whether everybody can what
That works
you gotta
every time.
understand is we need a strat that's just consistent and standardized for everything. You can't be reliant on all 8 people being like reading the thing, right?
No, but it
The
would
reason
be.
that works is that there's a 2x2 box in the middle.
Yes.
The first time, like 1 line horizontal, 1 line vertical goes through the middle, 3 of those boxes will already be occupied. So whatever the next one that hits the middle is going to be on the safe spot that we all will be waiting in.
Yeah. No, listen.
We can mark those spots.
If we need to make a raid plan
Yes.
for it. If it's consistent and it works, I need people to check the VODs for this, because I checked the VODs for the strat that we have, and that was the only way that the dodges work.
It's essentially the same strat. It's essentially the same strat, just that we don't rely on which portal goes first, but we rely on which line in the middle hits first. But other than that, it's exactly the same thing.
Okay.
So
It's exactly the same, but we don't do 2 movements, we do 1. So like I say, in that instance, I tried to do my way, and you guys kind of, after the first one went off, you guys ran to me, where you could have just been standing on me the whole time. You see what I mean? You didn't have to do that first movement.
No, I
Yeah.
get what you mean.
It's like
yeah.
trying to get people to run one way and then run back in very fast. I think that's where it makes it harder.
Mm,
yeah.
Yeah.
So the only thing that would change is when we move. You're just waiting for that first one inside the hitbox to go off, and then you
so
move.
it's not based
It
on...
might not be.
It's not based on the second position. The second portal position is based on the first one that's in the hitbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm looking for. Look for the first one that actually is in the hitbox, and you just go opposite that, because you want to dodge into that first one after it's gone off.
Does that
what
always
I mean?
result in only 1 movement, or will there be cases where there's 2 movements?
It should only do
Should
one
be
movement.
only 1, yeah. Because each of the spots really only gets hit 1, so.
If the portals don't repeat,
And you always have like a 1 from north to south line and 1 from east to west, and if they only can repeat once, then you only have really 2 ways where you can dodge to.
I just
Like-
feel like... I did so many iterations of this, I think. physics. So when we say first one in the hitbox, we mean like do we mean the intersection of them, or
The first would be the second
Yeah,
in this
the
great line.
intersection.
so position 2 that's marked here?
Yes. That was the first that
Let's
goes off.
restart.
That is in our range. So we would wait at 4. For
Wait
2
at
to go off. And then you see how it can only really be like it will always only be one dodge.
So
Because there's
we
only going to be
always
2
go-
things.
So we always go to opposite of the first one that's in the hitbox.
Yes.
Okay, that I understand. You wait there and then move.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4 is there. If 3... Two is there. Yeah, because they always have to be diagonal, right? There'll always be 2 diagonals, yes.
Yeah, there's always only going to be 2 things.
Mhm. Could be there. They definitely can't hit on the same lines, right? No, because it's just portals.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they can't. I don't think
you'd
can
only
hit
really
the
have
same
like
square
two
twice.
possibilities. Either the 2 is like on the north or on the south, or the 4 is on the north or on the south.
Yeah.
Or you know what you get what I mean. Like we are it's not really
Yeah, I
too
know.
much
You just say
variance
word.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that works then. Okay.
And that has the benefit then of you don't have to worry about whatever's going on around the outside of the arena. You're just looking that one in the hitbox.
Yeah. It's essentially the strat we have
Okay,
here.
the only thing you would change is like you
one
dodge
movement.
after the. Yeah. The only thing that changes is like you either dodge after the first hit or after the second hit. Like in total, it goes off.
Yeah.
That would be the only real change. Is like we wait for the first one to go off.
Yeah.
Then in this pull, it would have been then the second one goes off, then we move. But then we stay there once we're there. That would be the only like thing.
Mhm.
The positive about this is you don't even have to count. You just wait Pepega until it goes off and then you just run.
True, yeah. It's so fast though.
Yes, it's still fast. You still kind of. It would be better to count so you know when you're going to move. But
I think
yeah, it's less dependent on it, I think.
unless like it's 1 and 2, like both in the middle. Unless that's the case, I think we are always moving after the cone, which means like we have more time to react to like getting like an understanding of where the cone is, etc. Because I think I'm always getting clipped by that cone anyway.
Yeah, you need to kind of like stay closer to the middle
Mhm.
line, like towards BD. But like there's going to be times where we need to like go north or south because you know they can also go through the middle and then also other side. But I don't think that's like should be a massive issue.
No, yeah. That timing is fucked though. Holy shit. You see that shit? Okay.
So I tried it on that time. The only problem was I went too early. Didn't wait for the second one to go off.
Yeah.
But it worked because I just like saw the first intersection and go opposite that. It's just remembering like when to move, you know, whether it's the first one that goes off or the second one that goes off, whatever. It's like that's all you got to pay attention to really. And once you see the first one, you know where you're standing. It's just, when do I move? But again, it's like one movement, so it's a lot less kind of process, I think.
Can they be immediately after one another? Like, can one diagonal, like, could the first one that appears on the hitbox go off, and then the second one appears and goes off?
Yeah, I think it was
so,
2
yeah.
and 3 last time.
Okay. Because I just mean, like, if we're judging it by the animation, you're already dead.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the case, you know? Okay. Yeah. Alright.
Well, guys, I'ma go to bed.
Alright.
Good work.
Yeah. Definitely take a look at the meteors stuff for now. At least it's kind of a work in progress strat. Mid sheet, of course, as well. Kind of hammer that in. Is everybody's good for Saturday though? Oh, okay. All right, well, we can see if we can get a fill, but because we're not doing any
Good us.
clears or anything.
Good us,
Malcolm, you're
Google
good?
again.
If we want, yeah. I think we probably have plenty anyways, as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, can ask around. All right, GG's boys. Yeah, Raph is still there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, good shit though. We did have a Prog bill, so. Alright, good night.
Bye.
See you guys.
Good night.
Alright, boys. Disparage. Weapons disparage. It's fucking hard, man. Damn. Yeah. It makes sense that they're opposite each other on the diagonal. And you can just sit at one and then move into the other one. It might be difficult if they're one after another. Like if this one goes off, if this was not 4 and this was 3, for example, and then this was 2, it would go 2, 3. That'd be a really quick dodge, but we'll see. It's definitely cleaner with 1 movement than 2, for sure. Because even like look at this shit, man. Like, it's actually insane to me that I got hit by that. Like, I feel like basically I would have had to have been here to move into here, you know? Like a pixel gap and go with the the millisecond the cast bar ends. Portals will go one line through the middle or not. Yeah. Yeah, dodging the first one. But the timing's still the same between them, which is my only concern about like the immediate one. If it's like second lines and then third lines, if we're doing the 1 dodge strat. So if we're on position 3, second goes off and we're using that for movement, it's gonna be like really tough. I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know, we just have to like know that we need to dodge before the animation happens for that one. Like they're you stay there then move, right? But I even think there, if you you moved now, it would still snapshot you. You know what I mean? Like in your position, Vara, if you were here and you moved now, you still get hit by this one. If it's the same timing, which I feel like it is, as the cast bar. Like, look at this shit, man. Like, I wasn't slow with this, you know what I mean? Like, here, like, I'm already across the center here, and he's still finishing off the other attack. So, moved earlier. Yeah, but what I mean is, like, even if you were to move at the right time there's the potential for one half of that, like this, this west one here would still snapshot you here. Like, if you moved as soon as that animation went off, even of this one going off, now, boom, you move in, right? I know. But I'm just saying, like, in this one move strat, like, it's still going to be fucked, timing-wise. It's definitely better, but, like, it's still gonna be fucked. You know? I don't know. It's weird. It is very weird that, like, it's that fast, but do you know what I don't understand about this fucking game, man? And with these raids? Why do they have snapshots that are like M1, like Mouser, where you can literally like millisecond dodge that shit? But then you have this, where it's like the wackiest fucking timing ever. Where you're like safe visually, but you still get hit. I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. Like, the Mouser is fucking perfect. It is perfect when you dodge that shit. It's good for melee, it's good for fucking everything, you know? Because you can, like, precisely time it, and you know that it's gonna be true. But this shit, it's like, you can precisely time it and still get hit by bullshit. I don't really understand why there's this, like, discrepancy in line AoE shit, man. And timing stuff. Snapshotting. It's really just annoying. I don't know. Guys hit orbital. It makes you upset too. I don't know, man. I'm frustrated. Just in general. Managed to get it right twice in a row, so that was great. What's your prog point, DSC, on this fight? There actually is a reason for that. They've been fudging the timings a lot for this expansion because people have gotten too good at abusing the tick system. Like, they intentionally make it weird timings? I don't know, I find that weird. Like, that doesn't make, like, that's like troll. But like in the not good design way. Because visually, like, you're safe from shit, but you still get hit by it, you know what I mean? That doesn't reconcile to me from a video game perspective. But I'm weird like that, I don't know. Your mecha had a meteor rain. I don't know if you know what it's called or not. No. We're still like, we saw the tail end of Meteor Rain, where like he does the big triple thing. Triple raid wide thing. And that's it. We all died. So anything after that we haven't seen yet. It's called pain. We do need to get better weapons though, man. Like, I know it must be hard, but we're still inconsistent on it, and it is painful to get to the prog point again. To just see mechanics like this and get time, like actual internal timings on it and stuff. That's the frustrating part for me. The frustrating part for me is always not that, like, I'm never like, when we do this stuff, I'm never like mad at anybody. It's just always like, it's frustrating because there's nothing that I can do to like help. You just like, I'm sitting there saying like, we just have to do the mechanic. We just like, you have to learn how to do it, you know? Like, we literally just have to do it better. Like, I think the split worked for a little bit better consistency, to be honest. But again, for me, it's easy because I'm vis ranged, but I feel like we got more pulls that were deeper when we switched to that. But I don't know. It's just, again, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to also be the person that has to, like, I guess, lead and stuff, you know? In situations where it's like, because I never want to come across as like Mr. fucking Big Dick while I'm like fizz ranged and shit as well. Like, it's easier for me, and like me sitting there saying we need to get better at doing this is like easy for me to say, right? But like, it's frustrating that I feel put in a position that I have to do that, and we're just like inconsistent at it, you know? That's where my frustration comes from. It's like those two things. It's the fact that I can't do anything to help, and I have to sit there and say we need to get better. Like, those two things is like really hard for me to do. Yeah, I know, but like, yeah. I was definitely very frustrated today. It's been like growing frustration, I think. Because we were inconsistent on MIT and stuff. And I don't understand why. And then we like fully codified that in a MIT sheet. And it seems like it's going better now, at least, which is good. That's exactly what you want. But like, it shouldn't really be required, but okay, we do it. But we're still like dying to mechanics, you know? Yeah, it was definitely a lot better. And we still are inconsistent, but like, it's improving. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. There's a huge pain point for groups. Yeah. The thing is, yeah, it's frustrating because, like, for blind prog, it's like we can't see the next stuff. So, like, even if we do, we just don't get reps on it. And this, again, I've talked about this, is like, when we're going towards the ultimate, man, like, this is how it's gonna be. Like, we're not going to get deep pulls if we're inconsistent, and then we can't blind prog. It's just gonna be like, that's like a leading concern for me going forward. It's just like if we can't consistently do the early parts, we can't see the later parts, and we can't even remotely prog the later parts. And at this level, after, you know, being on the third fight, like, we should be able to do that. Especially, what, 130 pulls, you know what I mean? Like... I'm a patient man, but we gotta get better, man. It's not just a situation where you bang your head against the wall. It's like, if... Yeah. Yeah, I agree, I agree. Yeah. I mean, I've genuinely... There's just a bunch of factors on this. There's just a bunch of factors. There's things like on the blue weapons, like if somebody dies, it's basically a body check, come the cones. Unless we get really lucky like we did on one pull there. Or, you know, it's somebody and you can bait both on one person. Like, let's say one person dies, you can bait, if they are like the closest person to that clock spot of that person, you can bait both the cones on that person and be fine. And the whole group survives and you can recover it. But for the most, like, if multiple people die there, it's pretty much GG's. It's pretty much a body check. So, like, when we get to that, it's like, I genuinely have thought about just saying maybe we do pulls where we just don't hit damage buttons. Like, fuck damage. Like, straight up. The only people who have to press buttons is pressing mitigation or, like, second wind, sprint, or healers, like healing people back up, you know? And we just prog the mechanics, just straight up raw dog prog the mechanics. Like, your damage buttons do not exist. And I know that groups do that, like world prog groups do that sometimes. I feel like that just... It's an idea, like, if we're having mechanical challenges, but I also think the mechanical challenges just come from the fact that you're doing it while doing a rotation, and the only way to get better at that is by doing the rotation while doing the mechanics. So if, like, we omit one of those, it's just like you're not getting the actual experience that you need in order to get better at the fight. And then whenever you start introducing the rotation to it, you're basically resetting back to 0 and you have to relearn the whole fight again. So I don't know. But I'm concerned for the ultimate, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like saying it, but like I actually am. I don't know if this group's gonna be able to do it as it currently stands. I don't know what the next ultimate's gonna bring, but I do know ultimates. And I do know blind prog. And I just don't think it's going to go well, currently. And that's just the hard truth of it. How fights tend to be designed in Dawn Trail, Ultimate will not be less mechanically hard to execute. 100%. Yeah, it's... At minimum, it's going to be the same level. But it'll definitely be harder, which you all know. But yes, like... I am always... considerate that, yes, this is our first on-content tier. And I'm always considerate that people learn at different rates. We've had experience with that in groups in the past. And I don't think that we have too much of a skill discrepancy. I think the group can be pretty good when we get something down. But there's, like... We're just not there yet. This is really it. I don't know why, specifically on people's parts, but we're just not there yet. We're not gonna be there until we can figure that. The people on their own part can figure shit out. Many small things can... I agree. Some people have an easier time learning while not pressing buttons. Yeah, 100%. I'm glad though, like, this is the exact thing with Savage, is like, I'm glad that we get the chance to work it out beforehand. and to understand what it's going to take and have fights like this that challenge us in that respect. Like, I've always said that, like, that's the best way to learn is, like, you throw yourself at it. So, like, we are now exposing ourselves in where our weaknesses are and shit like that. In different ways, like, based on the fights. So, yeah. It's just frustrating, you know? What'd you say, Fubu? During our blind prog in this mechanic, our strat was legitimately, if you can't see it, try to only get hit by one, so you don't die. Yeah, you can still prog with damage lines and get used to it. Yeah, for sure. But again, even that's hard sometimes to judge. Like, just get hit by one. It's a very in the moment thing, you know? I'm not exposing myself. The judge said I'm not alive, bro. Bro. No comment. Yeah, we do need to fix him for the ult, for sure. There's something that we need to actually do and not just say we're gonna do. We need, like, there needs to be actionable progress towards it. For the last number of sessions in this fight, and I get it, it is a mechanic, even people who've cleared this fight probably struggle with it at some points. But for the last few sessions, it's mainly been working out the weapons. You know? It's mainly just been working out how to do the mechanics of the weapons without dying. I feel like at 130 pulls, we should know how to do that, no matter the pattern, and we should be prepared for that. And in all honesty, 130 pulls, we should also be, like, somewhat confident in what buttons we're pressing while doing any sort of pattern like that. And that's where my concern lies, like, specifically with this group on these mechanics, is we haven't yet got there, I feel like. And there's nothing that I can do to, like, get people there, you know? Like, it's fine. Mistakes are absolutely fine. But we have a mistake four in 5 pulls. And we have a good clean pull where we actually get experience in the fight. 1 in every 5 pulls, maybe 1 in every 10 pulls, honestly. Where we're getting back to the Prog point. Like, that's not good enough. That is not an ultimate ready group. At all. But that said, we did get a Prog pull today, damage-wise. Yeah, we struggled with blue a bit today. Of course, we did change around the sword, but, like, in theory, it shouldn't really, like, make it too much difficult if we're, like, I don't know. I was dumb there. That was the bad pull I had. I don't know. Just, I feel like sometimes we react too slow to the next weapon or something. I don't know, again, if it's a caster thing. For me, as a phys range, it's easier to react. I can just move whenever the hell I like. Overheal a lot as well during Prog, just for the sake of seeing more. Yeah. I mean, we don't need DPS. Like, we just don't need it yet. There's zero reason that we would need it. Other than either focus on mech, not DPS and Prog. Yeah. Yeah, leave early if you're in melee until, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, the GCD, you lose more on dying because you tried for the GCD or the cast or whatever it is. And then dying. than you ever would not getting the GCD. It's just like basic math. Right? It's just not worth the risk for Prog. Give Orbital as an example. If you do a mistake there, look at why it happened and don't dodge that way again. Also, if you do it right, remember how you did it and always follow that logic. Yeah, this is where having a VOD really helps. Really helps, because you can look back specifically at what you did, right or wrong, and you'll know from your perspective rather than somebody else's who may not even have you in the frame. And you know what buttons you were hitting there too and everything. You know? If you always do things the same way when you did them correctly, you can't go wrong anymore aside from the occasional slip up. Yeah, exactly. Like if you do something right, there is no return of like doing it wrong again, because then it's just a mistake. But yeah, anyways. Easy way to improve. Help me clear materia. Oh man, I'm calling it for today, boys. I don't know what it was. It's just like when we end up banging our heads against the weapon wall, it just like gets so frustrating. It's like drains the energy a bit. And I don't want to be like depressing either, you know? It's not all that bad. It's a hard fight. It's a hard fight. I'm gonna get there. We still have another Prog day this week before we have to go back into the M10 reclear mines, so there's that. And we can definitely get further. Probably be depressing if you don't want to. Don't want anybody to be depressing, man. Depression is not conducive to clear. Or fun. It's fine. This is the only game. Why you have to be mad? Alright, boys. We'll get there. This is Prog. This is the Tyrant. We will do it. We will get there. We've had worse, honestly. M4 or P4S was worse. Threaten to disband if Prog isn't good enough. Surely that will help. No. No. We just run. We just run from our problems in this house. P4S was easy. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. But for some reason, anything involving stacks or spreads, people have an issue with. P3S, people had an issue with it. P4S, people had an issue with it. And then they give damage downs and then you don't meet the damage check. Especially mid-eye level. That was our issue with P4S. We couldn't make the first DPS check because people just couldn't do pinax. For some reason, for whatever reason. I don't know. Since you said earlier today you should go raid with you guys again and not do hardcore, this is the reason why I don't want to do non-hardcore anymore, because sometimes a prog is rough and then you have to prog for months. Just because the limited amount of hours. Yeah, I feel you, Yeah, with hardcore you know what you're getting. I was actually thinking about this last night for a bit. Like hardcore, there might be like if somebody's underperforming, I would say, I've never had this experience, but if somebody's underperforming the hardcore group, it's probably not like the worst case scenario. The discrepancy, it's not like somebody's going to be in there and they're like completely out of their depth. and I don't know how to play the video game. It's much worse. Would it be worse? I feel like that's only the case in a race environment. Well, yeah, okay, in week 1, yeah, right, because you're putting that expectation there. Yeah, for sure. But in hardcore, that's not like saying we need to clear by this point. I guess it's for week 1, but like I could see hardcore groups go for not week 1, you know? Maybe that's a result of not clearing week 1, but like... I mean, that's we had to kick someone who underperformed. It was that bad. But that's what I mean. Like, everybody there is... Like you're aware of that, you know? Like, the expectations are set. Always. With not hardcore stuff... No matter if you clarify expectations, there's still, like, ambiguity there. Well, there could be a hardcore group. Like, I'm not saying that I know that there are or aren't, but, like, there... In my eyes, hardcore is based on the time spent playing the game, right? So in theory, at least, there's nothing stopping a hardcore group who are bad from doing hardcore hours on week 3. Like, week 1, week 2, week 3, and still having not cleared. They could just be really bad. I don't think there's a lot of them, just to be clear. Like, I'm not saying that... But... in theory, like, that could exist, right? No one ever does that? You think? Nobody at all? I don't know, man. I don't know if there's nobody. I wouldn't be so sure. I guarantee you there's at least one group out there that could do hardcore hours multiple weeks in. I've never seen it either. I've never even heard of it, but I don't know. I'm just an advocate of never saying never, man. All of your guys' logic makes sense. I agree with everything that you're saying, but I just don't say that there are 0 people. I'll never say there are 0 people that'll ever do that, because I just don't know. Yeah. We need to be 8 jobless or rich people whose sanity is broken already. But that's a possibility, man. That's what I'm saying. You can't rule it out. It's highly unlikely, but it could happen. So you can't say 0, right? That's my point. I'm being pedantic, but that's my point. I'm purely being pedantic here. It's 0. You can't say that. You don't know. You can never be 100% sure on something. You just can't. Arguing against this ban is impossible. I'm the one being seen here. I'm being seen. Yep. You cannot, for certain, none of you in chat right now, for certain, can tell me that there are 0 groups that have done that. You can say it with confidence, but you can never tell me for sure. Okay, what are we even talking about? Who gives a fuck, man? I'm yapping. Who cares? Okay? But I'm right. But I'm right. Still, you guys can't tell me, man. You can't tell me there's 0 people. I would like to actually see that, though. I would like to see that there's a group, a hardcore group that's so fucking bad that they just can't clear it, but they still do hardcore hours. I would like to see that. Just because it would be like a... It would be like an interesting observation. Like, just... Why would they be so bad, you know? You find 8 people that went through lobotomy? Might have happened. You guys can't tell me. You know that it hasn't. Just saying. You're just a bad group that does a lot of hours. I mean, but then we're getting into like weird, arbitrary definitions. Be the first one to do it? You can't say that I would be. I couldn't say that I would be the first one to do it either. Because I wouldn't know. Like, it's like... Have you guys ever seen those old people? Well, maybe you haven't, and this is my entire point. The people who are like, oh, this is the world's oldest woman. But then it's like, well, actually, there's some random ass woman in the Amazon jungle tribe that is like 30 years older than her. But nobody, the likelihood of that is like a thing, right? So you just don't know, man. You just don't know. It's the no true Scotsman fallacy. It's got a name. Don't give him ideas. Okay, I'm ending stream, boys. I've been yapping. You guys just keep talking, man. Informal logical fallacy where someone attempts to defend a universal generalization by excluding counterexamples based on a modified, stricter definition of the group. You can, for the same reasons, you can say you know there hasn't been a single person on Mars yet. You can't say that because there might have been previous advanced intelligence before us that was considered persons by our standards that you don't know, that we haven't figured out yet. Again, it's highly unlikely, but you don't know. You can never be 100% sure on something, chat. Never. Never say never. Bieber was right. Okay. GG's, boys. Play everything is crap. Bro, I'm going to fucking sleep. I'm going to sleep. Actually, I'm going to eat and then I'm going to sleep. Which is a bad idea, but still. Alright. Bye, YouTube. See you guys Saturday. Beep boop.